Good morning, everybody. It is that day again. Does everybody know what day it is? It is Saturday. Saturday, feed your snake day. If you guys see any grass on me or anything like that, sorry, I just got done cutting grass, so I just got in here. I came in the bedroom, grabbed my pliers to get ready to feed the snake. Always make sure if you get a bigger meal or something like that, you might be not, get by without having pliers, but make sure you always have something when you feed your snake so you don't accidentally get bit. I think he is definitely ready. He's tearing up his tank, like going crazy. Ever since, I think Thursday, I dropped the bulb size because I've been watching the temperature, and the temperature of his cool side is starting to creep up, and it's getting up to where it's not as cool as it should be. So, I mean, he hasn't really went over there. He's still staying on the hot side, but if his cool side is creeping up, that means his hot side is keep coming up. So I decided to put in a lower bulb to drop the size, and I can also control the heat by a thermostat underneath on the mat. But when I did that, he knows the sound of the lid and he thinks, oh, hey, he's undoing the light. I'm going to warm up a mouse. So he's been on edge, really wanting this mouse, and he's been tearing up at his cage, digging, looking everywhere. I think he's hunting, so he's hungry. So we're going to try to do this, and I'm going to do the best I can because I do not have my little helper today. She's at her mom's house recording, or she isn't going to be here to record for me. So I'm going to try to do this and record, so hopefully this goes well. And usually, the reason I tell you to use your pliers is because, like I said, your snake, unless you've got an upset snake, it's usually not gonna bite you, not on purpose. I mean, usually he's striking to get the food, and they miss, which mine does. He misses sometimes. So if his aim ain't quite straight. So I'm gonna flip the camera around, and we're gonna see how this goes. And we are making sure we are recording because sometimes it doesn't. There's our little mouse. See, this is my hand. So it's not a real big, I'd say it's, size of my pinky. Let me see. Yeah, it's about the size of my pinky. He's in I removed the top of his hide. We are going to do the best. Let me see, how am I going to get this? I don't know how to do this. I need my helper. Let's see. Let me put the camera down for 1 second. Let me just grab this mouse. And then we can open the lid and maybe use my arm. Let's see. Oh, I know what I can do. Let me find something flat here. Hold on one second. Alright. Kind of got it propped up in the tank here, so we'll see if this works. I don't want to bump and hurt him, so I gotta be really careful here. And again, we do the little shake. He hit it straight in the mouth. So he's got a really good thing on there. And I gave it a little jiggle to make sure that he kind of thinks it was real. And you got to kind of time it just right so that when he snatches it, that he's not, you know. I let go of the mouse too at the same time because he strikes so fast. It's like, so we will give this a few minutes. This mouse has been out for about 2 hours, so I know it should be good and thawed. And that's one thing, if you are feeding your, getting a ball python and you are feeding it frozen food, make sure that it is 100% thawed. Because they do have those heat sensing around their nose area. That's why he put his head right up to the mouse as he was sensing it. To this day, it still amuses me how he, or amazes me, and it amuses me too, but it amazes me how he, or how any snake can actually swallow something so much bigger than their head. I mean, when he hits a rat size, it's just, it's enormous. Okie dokie. He should be dead. Which he was dead. We won't tell him that. You're gonna make me pause the camera until you decide to eat it, aren't you? Okay, guys, well, I will shut the camera off and we wait so we don't have waste your time here. Okay, that only took about another 35-45 seconds or something like that, but on camera that's a long time to just stare at a snake doing nothing. We are moving now, so hopefully he gives us a good view. Right now he's blocking me, so I can't see nothing. Should unravel here pretty soon. There we go. And he puts his body back and is like, why are you looking at me? It's almost like he's... Oh, we're going to be camera shy today. Usually when a snake's eating, they don't tend to really care. They tend to block out everything else. Looks like he's trying to rip its head off or something. Ooh, you can see its nose. So actually he got it a little on the crooked side. So he's gonna have to readjust his But if you look at the size of the mouse, and you look at this, his mouth wide open, trying to figure out how to get. Let me see if I can move over there, because I'm stretching and I'm shaking. There we go. Yep, that's killing my knee. Definitely got his jaws unhinged there. Well, while he's doing that for a second, if you see how I got the thermostat thing, and it's the heater on the glass sitting right here. This is what we have the issue with. If you have a glass enclosure, I would suggest you do not put your humidifier reader and the temperature thing on the glass. Right now I have nowhere to put it, but what happens is glass always picks up humidity. So with the humidifier running, the glass is actually getting a little humidity on there, and you won't get a good reading on what it really is inside your tank. So I have two individuals just floating or sitting in the tank, so I'm actually getting a real reading of what it is in his tank. He's trying to swallow it, but the nose, you can see it, the mouse is actually bleeding from the nose, so he's gonna have a heck of a time doing that. He definitely didn't get it lined up yet. That nose needs to get inside. All he's doing is bending that head. Sometimes you wish you just reach in there and help the guy. Like, you know, oh, here, let me line it up for you. And it's so close. All that thing has to do is that little nose needs to get inside his mouth. But it still amazes me because you see, you know, he will turn that mouse, use his body, and as he chomps at it, he's slowly, looks like he's starting to get it to turn. Let's see what we got on this side. No view. He's literally got the view blocked. And again, he's using his body as best he can to he's almost got it in there. He figures, let me get you all the way out here. just can't quite get it in there. You can see the nose, it's just so close. It has to be frustrating. It really does. Poor guy. It has to be so frustrating. It's right there. I know there's a lot of quiet time at this point, but it's kind of one of those things that can't he can't, if he can't get that turn enough, he's just got to get that little. As soon as that nose goes in, that mouse is gone. He may have to back it out. Yeah, he's trying to spit it out a little bit so you can maybe get it. I don't know. We're losing all view. He's definitely spitting it out a little bit. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I think we're getting it now. Oh, there we got it. He's got it now. Thinking in about another 3 weeks he will probably go through another shed. Hope we have as good enough shed as what we did the last time. The last shed we had, he had a good, nice, full body shed. Yeah, he's definitely got a good now. You can see it. It's kind of hard for you. It's hard to believe. I'm trying to get, but you can see his throat's now getting a little bigger, so now it is actually going down. Except for now he's got the next issue here, and we've got a body in our way. Believe it or not, that mouse is probably halfway down. You can see his throat's getting really big. We are not getting a good view. He's gonna have to stretch out here pretty soon, because that mouse is not gonna take a corner. Like I said, as soon as he gets, don't eat your tail. You see, actually, his teeth actually was in his tail. Now he's got a serious issue. He's gonna. There we go. Oh gosh. Yeah, I was gonna say, he's going to do something here pretty soon, because that mouse does not take corners. Even though it's thawed out and stuff like that, they're still kind of stiff, because they're small. They don't really bend like you would think they would. It's like spaghetti going. He's trying to push her down there. You can see him making the S. He's gonna start getting the accordion going. Stretch. And the tail's just about. And the tail's in there now. Now we're good to go. So since I've had him, he's grown almost 2 inches, I would say. If you look, there's a little hole right there. That's kind of interesting. And back there, he was digging all around. I filled in over here, but you see he's digging out all over in this area. It's just like he was looking. See, the mouse is about, yeah, you can actually see where he's at right now. Coming to the next bend. And it's on its final path. And we got the good yawn, or the good relocating. Oh, we even got some blood in there on the. Now he's just got a nice little fat body. And that's what you really want to do, is you want to make sure when you feed your snake that they do, they do have a little bulge. I'm not saying you don't want a great big bulge, but you do want to see a bulge. And that's where I've learned how they've eaten enough. Because they say, you feed them about the size, okay. I'll be able to get the hide top back on here in a second. You're right. I really do believe he could probably try to eat another one. If I had another one, I bet you he'd eat another one. Because when I put that hide back on here, I'm gonna tell you, he was looking at my finger like it was his next dinner. I'll give you one more quick look at him. You got it back on. He's just kind of chilling there. Takes a lot out of him probably when he has to fight it to get it, back in, but he will go right back in there. And I'm telling you, you can see right where that mouse is, right sitting right next to that white rock. Which is that white rock my son found in I think it was the river. He found that rock at, which we thought was pretty cool. If I would feed him 2 mice, he wouldn't fit in there. That mouse is going in right now. It's funny how you can tell where his body doesn't bend, and that's where the mouse is at. And he's gonna sit there and head come back out. But that's it, guys. That one took a little longer than what it should, but you know, you can't control it. I mean, it is what it is. That's why the last feeding that I had turned out, it was really, really good. So if you really want to get a real good view of it, stuff like that, check out the last video. And that still to this day is going to be my best feeding so far. I mean, it's good. I mean, but last one was better. But I appreciate you guys tuning in and watching this. If you guys could do me a favor and please thumbs up this video and please hit the subscribe button, I would really greatly appreciate it. And I know my kids would, because my kids love me doing YouTube videos, and I want to continue to keep doing this. I want every viewer I get and it goes up, they are just as excited as me, because it's wonderful to see you get more and more views and stuff like that, or more subscribers. But those thumbs ups are really important to get. So if you guys could please hit that thumbs up, I would really much appreciate it. And that's all it's going to be for today with the feeding. So be brave, be strong, and remember, God always loves you. We will talk to you guys later.
You cover me, and I walk alone. You cover me, yeah, my stance stumbles down. You cover me, yeah, we trip on through the sands of